Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to my January 2024 Star Wars Expanded Universe Shelf Tour. Wow, it's already been a year. So much has happened for me in this year. I've moved house, I've added a whole other shelf to the collection, and added more stuff to the collection as well. So a lot has transpired. But man, it feels like just yesterday that I uploaded this video here. In January of 2023 to show my shelf tour from that year. And I'll keep doing this every January, update the shelves. First we're going to start along the top with some of the stuff up here. This is a clay lightsaber that my cousin made for me. It looks really great, it's really cool. I love to have this up here on the top of my shelf. It sits really nicely. I love the buttons, the stylization of it, it's really cute. Then we have this book stand. That the purpose of this book stand will be eventually when I have like some beater copies of some books, I can lean them and angle it, and it'll look like Yoda's holding the books up with the Force. So a really fun bookend to have. So currently I'm just displaying that at the top, but it'll eventually hold some books up there. Then we have my little Legos. I love Jedi and I love Sith, so I have my Lego Jedi and Sith minifigures set up here. We got Qui-Gon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Coleman Trebor, Plo Koon, Stas Ali, Eth Koth, the Clone Wars. Ah, there he is. The name of the channel, my favorite EU character, Quinlan Voss, Yoda, Barra Sophie, Agent Kolar, Saesee Tiin, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker Empire Strikes Back, and Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi. Then we've also got Darth Maul Lego, Savage Opress, Asajj Ventress, Count Dooku, Emperor Palpatine, and the Shadow Guard, an EU Lego figure. Then back here, standing at the top, we have two Ewoks plushes. We have Nippet, who is from the movie, and we have Willy, who is from the Ewoks cartoon. So this plush is based on an expanded universe only character. Moving along, we have my 6-inch Black Series figures. So we have Darth Malak, Bastila Shan, Zalbar in this triumphant roaring pose. We have Sev. We have the Imperial Shadow Guard from The Force Unleashed. We have Jackson. We have Kirkanos, mispackaged as Karner Jax. And we have Mara Jade. Love all of those. Then over here, one of these has fallen down. So let me stand that back up. We have 3 framed comic book covers that I just really like all of these covers. We have Tales of the Jedi issue number 2, The Freedom Nad Uprising. This isn't a print of the cover that's framed. This is an actual back issue, single issue that goes into these frames that are special made for comics. We have Tales of the Jedi, Dark Lords of the Sith, issue number 6 of 6. Absolutely beautiful covers. These are Hugo Fleming covers and Dave Dorman cover here. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. Then we have this classic, Republic issue 69, featuring Obi-Wan and Quinlan. My man Quinlan, and it just looks really, really good. Then over here, framed on my wall, I have a very rare poster that can go for over $100. These were given out at Star Wars Celebration 5, and they were tucked into the back of the Clone Wars, Tales from the Clone Wars webcomic collection graphic novel. So that's why you see the fold creases there. Moving over back along the shelves, down in the corner, this is where we have the other one, because they had a Darksider version, and also a new acquisition from a family friend. This is absolutely so cool. We have a Luke Skywalker original character cell limited edition frames. So we've got a picture of Luke here, the plaque, and then some character cells from the films. They're kind of hard to show on camera, but that's what's in there. And so we've got Luke here at the ceremony, and we've got Luke in the fighter cockpit. So those will go on the wall as well, up there, over on that corner, eventually. In addition to these action figures, we have Shadows of the Empire that was sent to me by Surfer Eddie, and a Thrawn figure that was sent to me by Surfer Eddie. And I'm going to put a nail in the wall and put them up, taking a page out of the book from Stevie B, who puts all his figures on the wall, and I just love how that looks, and I'm excited to do it for myself. So you'll see that next year in the 2025 tour. We also have Dash Rendar here that I picked up at a little mom-and-pop comic shop, which is pretty cool. And we have a loose Prince Xizor Shadows of the Empire figure that is really cool. I wish it was packaged because I prefer my 3.75s in package, my 6-inch ones displayed out of package, but so cool nonetheless. We've got 2 old VHSs here. We've got A New Hope, Star Wars, and Empire Strikes Back VHSs, and those are just set up there for now like that because I don't have need for all of these shelves yet. Over here we have some odds and ends, a letter from Eddie, an art piece from my cousin, posters of SWTOR from Legends Con, and we've got the exclusive to Legends Con 1 Skywalker Family Tree poster as well. Very cool. I plan on framing all of these and putting them up on my wall. We have a little SWTOR card from the convention, some collector's cards here. Well, this is the Limited Run Games KOTOR, and we have some Force Unleashed cards as well, from a book called The Art of the Force Unleashed. Vader, Proxy, Jacques T, and I think there's a Maris one here. Maris, sorry for this shoddy camera work. Here, I'll just lay them out here so that you can see them better. KOTOR, Proxy, Princess Leia, Maris, Jacques T, Vader. This that I made a video about. This card that I found in one of my older books. SWTOR card from Legends Con. Here's some really cool stuff from the the Journal of Master Nostra. We have the Treaty of Coruscant from SWTOR. I plan on framing and putting this on my wall. This was tucked into the back of that book. This one's doubled over. But I made a video about these a while ago as well. The Jedi Temple floor plan. Just really cool, unique treasures that were included in the back of that book. And I think this one's a floor plan of some kind too, if I recall. Yeah, some schematics. Shield generator by Master Belth Alusis. Schematics. So, very, very cool little odds and ends. Some memorabilia related stuff that I have. Some of it to frame. Some of it I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, long term. But some cool expanded universe related odds and ends. Just not the content, but stuff that, ties into it. Absolutely love these. So some super, super cool stuff there. Moving up here is where I keep my picture books. We have the Queen's Amulet. We have the Phonics books that are 10 mini books that are kept in this box. We have the old pop-up book from the 70s. Arthur Lowry made a good video about all of the pop-up book stuff. We have Fuzzy as an Ewok, the classic. as well as Shiny as a Droid. We have a Clone Wars tie-in thing. It's not a new story. We have these are not new stories either. They're just DK stuff that are like, here's a clone and epic battles. Nothing to be too concerned about getting. Here's some EU though, the Wookiee storybook with characters from the holiday special. We have the Ewok Who Was Afraid, featuring Willie. We have the legendary Yoda, which is Lucas Books logo on there, so you know it's the good stuff, but nothing new. To the overall story, just a little book about Yoda from the movies. We have Heroes and Villains, which has a little bit of new EU content in this one. It's TCW. We have the Episode 1, Anakin's Fate, which is a completely new EU story. My favorite of these, Queen in Disguise, completely new content and completely original expanded universe story. And that's why I love these picture books. Some of them tell new stories. Anakin to the Rescue, set within, in between scenes of the movies, but tells a completely original story. So super fun. And then this one just as a movie retelling, Obi-Wan's Foe. So not worth getting in my opinion. The Clone Wars Secrets Revealed in 3D. Now, some people have said there's EU in this. I've not found that yet, but apparently there's a couple new things depicted there. An adaptation of the Battle at Teth from the Clone Wars movie. Here's an original story, The Mystery of the Rebellious Robot, completely original EU. And one of the first pieces of expanded universe content after the films. Then we have these little books here. We have a movie retelling picture book, really old with pictures from the movie. We have Planet of the Hoojibs, which is really cool because that is a picture book that retells a story from the Marvel Comics. So it's an expanded universe adaptation of an expanded universe story. So cool. We have an Ewok Adventure picture book, which retells the story of Caravan of Courage, the expanded universe movie. So that one's pretty cool. And then finally, we have a completely original story with Star Wars Adventures in Colors and Shapes. Completely original expanded universe material. Completely original tale. Brand new content. Han Solo's Rescue Mission, also brand new content from Fun Works. Sorry, just kind of wrestling with some of these because I want to make sure keep the spines in place, but the picture books are a little harder to pull in and out just because of their different sizes and how thin some of them are. But I still think they look pretty good overall on the shelves. And they're definitely worth having for expanded universe collectors, in my opinion. We have 3 mini Ewoks picture books. I've talked about these on a video before. 3 Choose for Nisa, the Ewoks Hang Gliding Adventure, and the Baby Ewoks Picnic Surprise. So super fun there. Super fun for sure. All of those are brand new stories. Alright, so there's the picture books, which are kind of arranged by size. I really like arranging chronologically, but to save space, I've had to coordinate them off into their own sections some of the time. Then we've got my Supernatural Encounters copies. The Legends Con exclusive hardcover with the dragon cover is really, really cool. Right here. We have the contributor copy that has the Battle for Endor artwork. We have the exclusive Legends Con copy that shows Arhul and Q9. Super cool. And then we have the contributor copy that shows the battle between Typha Gem and Wutzek. Then we have the Invasion of Theed RPG box set. That's my only Wizards of the Coast related content I have so far. And hopefully won't be the last. But that wraps up this shelf here, which I'm excited to fill this shelf up with more Expanding Universe stuff eventually. Up here we have my DVDs. I've got The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, The Clone Wars movie, Clone Wars Tartakovsky Volume 1, Clone Wars Seasons 1 to 5, TCW The Lost Missions, which is Season 6, Clone Wars Tartakovsky Volume 2, Revenge of the Sith, The Holiday Special, Droids and Ewoks, the complete series on Blu-ray. These two are, well, maybe not officially produced, but that's because they were never officially released. We have this little Star Wars flip-through fanzine thing back there. Then we have the Star Wars remasters on VHS. So these were the ones in the 90s when it was retitled A New Hope to make way for the prequels. Then we have the start of my video games. We have the Dig games, which I've talked about extensively. We have Kinect Star Wars for the 360. We have my Wii games, Force Unleashed 2, Force Unleashed, Republic Heroes, and Lightsaber Duels. I tried to do those sections roughly chronologically as well. But my video games will continue. Unfortunately, it's not the final way I'd like to have set up these shelves. I'd like to shift things around a little more to make it more optimized. But for now, this is what we've got. Over in this corner, we have the Clone Wars Jedi Alliance, my PC games, which are Anakin Speedway, Dark Forces 2, and Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith. We have, kind of cool, we have Namcot Star Wars, which looks like that. Very cool. For the Japanese Famicom. We have my Nintendo Switch games, including a limited run Knights of the Old Republic physical release. Then we have Episode 1 Racer and Republic Commando combo. And then we have the Jedi Knight games. Very, very cool. So those are the games that finish off this section. So then I'll drop down to this shelf where we've got my hardcovers. I've got Shadows of Mindor, and I put this roughly chronologically for these hardcovers. I think exactly. And this is not mine. This is for my friend Greyholm. I'm keeping this for him. I got it signed for him because Stover's really one of his favorite authors of all time, and I wanted to get it signed for him. So this will not be staying in the collection long term. I have a Courtship of Princess Leia hardcover, Dark Force Rising hardcover from Red 5 Reviews, and these hardcovers just look beautiful here. Crystal Star hardcover, it was my first hardcover, and New Rebellion hardcover. Then we've got Balance Point, but don't have the dust jacket for it yet. So if anyone has a spare dust jacket of Balance Point, let me know. Beside those hardcovers, I've put for now, I like to keep comics with comics, books with books, but really just to save space and optimize things, those have had to go here right now. And these are my Dark Horse omnibuses, so the smaller, kind of chunkier omnibuses from Dark Horse. I've got Adventures, Rise of the Sith, Droids, and the first one I got, one of my favorites, Droids and Ewoks. Love this one. Great volume. So I just really love the way these look. A lot of people complain about the bindings. I've had no issues with the bindings of mine yet. So got to keep them nice. They're all in pretty good condition for the age, and I just really like those volumes. I think they look smart. We have Star Wars Graphics, which I have a video recorded about this one, which I will talk about it more. It's a little source book from the UK. We have the Guide to the Star Wars Universe, which is like a little glossary, really, of words. And it's a cool little source book. Since they're the similar size and they would fit here perfectly, I have two Star Wars novels, Clone Wars Stealth and Clone Wars Siege, which are surprisingly hard to get in paperback. My favorite kind of book to read. I like the soft feel on my hands. And Clone Wars Siege from Gambit. And they're surprisingly hard to find without the Legends banner. But got them there. Before I get down to the novels in the Expanded Universe, I will go up and knock out the rest of these sections before we get there. So these are my comics. I've got the omnibuses arranged here in chronological order with the Old Republic Volume 1 and the original Marvel years, Volumes 1 to 3. Very cool volumes. Then I put my other 2 hardcovers that I have, Darth Vader and the Ninth Assassin, which only came in a hardcover, and Legacy Broken, the variant cover, which you can't see it. Well, now you can. Some of it. Darth Talon is on the cover of that one, which the regular cover for that volume is Cade and the gang, and Jariah Sin and Delia Blue on the cover for the regular volume of Legacy Broken. But the hardcover has Talon. And I only have that one right now. I'd like to, at some point, find a way to get Broken in paperback as well. We have 2 volumes of Dawn of the Jedi, 2 volumes of Tales of the Jedi, 2 volumes of the Old Republic comic. We've got Knight Errant. We've got 3 volumes from the original Republic run with the Star Wars 1999 with Twilight, Darkness, and Rite of Passage. We've got Zam Wesell and Jango Fett. We've got Tales from the Clone Wars. This guy can go for over 100. Pretty rare. We've got some of the Clone Wars volumes of 3, 4, 7, and 8. Got some work to do there. We've got General Grievous and Darth Maul Death Sentence. We've got the Dark Times comic book series, which is one of my all-time favorites. We've got volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7, because I don't have Vector yet. We've got Blood Ties, which is the first volume of that. The second volume is morbidly expensive. We've got the Force Unleashed 2 graphic novel. We've got a full set 1 to 7 of Empire. We've got volume 1 of Brian Wood's Star Wars in the Shadow of Yavin. Now, elsewhere I have volumes 2, 3, and 4. They are on another level of the house, but they will eventually find their way here onto this shelf. I've got 2, 3, and 4. I've also got Honor and Duty, the Republic volume, as well, not shown here. We've got Vader's Quest and Union, and then Legacy volumes 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. I'm missing volume 10 and Vector volume 2, and then volume 1 was back here with the hardcover. And then we've got Legacy 2, 2 of those volumes. We've got Legacy 2, 2 and 3. Or do we? Yes, we do. We can't see it right now. Alright, dug volume 2 of Legacy volume 2 out. It was hiding behind the other graphic novels, pushed back there. But we've got 2 and 3, Tales number 1, and then we've got Star Wars Manga Silver, number 2. Then we've got some epic collections. We've got Tales of the Jedi Volume 2, Rise of the Sith Volume 2, The Empire Volumes 1 to 3, thanks Surfer Eddie. We've got the Newspaper Strips Volume 1, the New Republic Volumes 1 to 3, and Volume 6. The Lego Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, which does have some EU characters in there. Then we've got some treasures from Christopher Nelson. We've got the Russian Star Wars copies here in hardcover with the Thrawn trilogy for these 3, and then Courtship, and then Children of the Jedi. Then we've got some editor's proofs that were sent out to proofreaders, to people to give reviews. We've got Fatal Alliance, we've got Jedi Trial, we've got Survivor's Quest, and we've got Vortex. Then we've got Before the Storm, which is in paper. These are just so cool to have. And then I showed these video games already. Dropping down, we'll go through our young readers stuff. We've got the Jedi Apprentice series, and the special edition in there, which is kind of hard to find, and special edition 2. And this is in chronological order. Then we've got the Episode 1 Adventures. I'm only missing Episode 1 Adventure number 12. Then I have a full set of the original Episode 1 Adventures and Episode 2 Adventures. Those are great little reads. Then we have the Episode 1 Journals, Darth Maul and Queen Amidala. We have Jedi Quest, 1 to 10. We have Episode 2 Adventures, 1 to 6. We have Boba Fett, 1 to 6. We've got Secret Missions, 1 to 4. We have a TCW adaptation with Darth Maul on the cover called Darth Maul Shadow Conspiracy. It just adapts some episodes of TCW. We've got a battered Revenge of the Sith young reader's novel copy. Then Last of the Jedi issues, books 1 to 10. We have Adventures in Hyperspace number 1, but I've got number 2 elsewhere. And we've got Science Adventures number 1. I've got number 2 elsewhere. We'll get those down here eventually. They're upstairs in storage for now, but I'll get those down, process, moving, all that. Then we've got Star Wars Journal, Captive to Evil with Leia. We've got A New Hope, The Life of Luke Skywalker by Ryder Wyndham. Heard nothing but good things about these ones. Haven't read it yet. We've got 1 and 3 of Rebel Force. Don't have 2 or 4 or 5 or 6 yet. Gotta get those. We have Missions, books 1 and 8. Got a lot of work to do on those. There's 20 overall, so a lot of work to do on those. Galaxy of Fear, books 1, 2, and 3. And flipping over, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. So I'm missing 9 and 10 still. We have Jedi Prince 1 to 6. And we have Junior Jedi Knights 1 to 6. Plus a Lulu print of Adventures in Hyperspace, The Big Switch. Which I've put it here instead of with the other one right here. This was the unpublished 3rd book in the series because it's a little too tall, which the OCD of that stresses me out. So I need to not have a tall book just right there. And so I snuck it in at the end. Then we have the Adventure Journals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 and 13. So I'm missing 11, 14, and 15. So 3 more to go and I'll have a full set of these. These are absolutely wonderful books. I just love them. I always remembered seeing them on Matt Wilkins' videos when I was really little, when I was 10, 11, thinking how cool they looked, how bright the colors are. The pastel color, everything about them is just so warm and inviting. And I just never thought that I'd have them. They're such treasures. Sinking Down to Explore the Expanded Universe novels. Mass market paperback is my size of choice. And so that is how I've collected them. I've got a couple Legends banners here and there, but for the most part, I try to stay Legends banner free. I would like to have a set with the Legends banner someday, but that's just because I'm insane. Now here I've included 2 books that are referenced in Supernatural Encounters at the beginning of the timeline, because that's where they go. We have Lucasfilm's Alien Chronicles, books 1 and 2. The species from these were referenced in Wizards of the Coast, Star Wars source books, and in Supernatural Encounters, and they're said to take place before Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void, the events of them. So I threw those on there. I'm missing book 3. Dawn of the Jedi Into the Void, Old Republic Deceived, Red Harvest. You'll notice that Revan and Annihilation aren't here right now. I've got them up in storage. I'll get those down here at some point. Fatal Alliance, Knight Errant, the Darth Bane Trilogy, Darth Plagueis, Darth Maul Shadowhunter, Maul Lockdown, Cloak of Deception, Star Wars Episode 1, Rogue Planet, Outbound Flight, The Approaching Storm. I'm missing Episode 2. Don't have that one yet. Got the Cestus Deception, Jedi Trial, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, Republic Commando, Medstar, Skywalker's Lulu print. It fits in so perfectly. Beautiful right there. Labyrinth of Evil, Order 66, Kenobi, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, Imperial Commando 501st, Coruscant Knights Trilogy, The Last Jedi, Han Solo Trilogy by A.C. Crispin, the Lando Calrissian Trilogy, Force Unleashed 1 and 2, the Han Solo Trilogy by Brian Daley, Death Troopers, Death Star, Shadow Games, Scoundrels, Galaxies, The Ruins of Dantooine, Allegiance, Choices of One. Don't have the original 1976 novelization yet. I'll have to get it. Honor Among Thieves, Razor's Edge, The Empire Strikes Back, Shadows of the Empire, the Bounty Hunter Wars, Shadows of Mindor. Don't worry about Splinter of the Mind's Eye. I know EU fans will notice it's not here. I have those on another shelf. Dropping down, we have Heart of the Jedi. That is the original Amazon print. I'm not sure when mine was printed. I know some people had theirs printed on May the 4th, which is just poetic. And I haven't looked in mine. Should say in the back. Not May the 4th, but April 30th. So I missed out on the May the 4th volume. But I guess I had gotten that one earlier when it went up. So mine is April 30th. Very cool. Then we've got the X-Wing books right here. Beautiful. And you'll notice Truce of Bakura isn't here. Got that one upstairs too. In regards to these, I have Wild Space and No Prisoners upstairs. But I don't have the Clone Wars movie novelization yet for those sized books. Courtship, Tatooine Ghost, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, The Last Command, Lightsider, just looks so good sitting there. The Jedi Academy trilogy, iJedi, Callista trilogy, Crystal Star, Black Fleet Crisis, New Rebellion, Corellian trilogy, Hand of Thrawn, Duology, Survivor's Quest, Scourge, Young Jedi Knights, all 14 of them. Just blessed to have those. New Jedi Order, 19-book series. Got all of them, but down to here. So I just think the mass market paperback shelves look so good on the shelves. They're just so uniform. I love them. It's a dream to eventually get 3 volumes for Supernatural Encounters in mass market paperback sitting right in between here. We've got Dark Nest, Legacy of the Force, books 1 to 9, without the Legends banner for any of them, which took a while. Crosscurrent and Riptide, Millennium Falcon, all 9 Fate of the Jedi books without the banner. That took some doing too. Crucible, and then we have the rare Thrawn trilogy with the Legends banner with the original covers. Those are pretty rare. I've made a couple videos about them. Pretty hard to find like that. I have a beat-up NJO Vector Prime Legends banner copy, ex-library. I have this from Liam, from the trade that we did when we met up, which was really fun, really cool. You can see a video about that, and he wrote his name in the book to commemorate us meeting up, because I had a non-bannered copy, and he had a bannered copy, and now we both have one bannered copy and one non-bannered copy each. So it was a perfect little trade. Then I have the rest of my Tales books: Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina, Tales of the Bounty Hunters, Tales from Jabba's Palace, Tales from the New Republic, Tales from the Empire, Tales from the Primal Age with the other 2 volumes on the way on Lulu. So those will be up there. Dark Forces, Lulu, Ulesia, the NJO ebook, the Lando Calrissian Adventures collection. Then we've got our Splinter of the Mind's Eye collection here with all these different volumes of it. Because I just love collecting Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Don't know when that happened, but it did. That weird kind of obsession. Then we have Jedi Search, the UK edition, and we have iJedi, the French edition. So it's called The Legacy of Corran Horn, because it's volume 2, because they divided iJedi into 2 volumes. Then we have our Clone Wars Digest comics, which are only here temporarily, because it's where it could go. We have volumes 5, 8, and 9 of Clone Wars Adventures. Then we have some of the TCW tie-in ones, including the Sith Hunters on the end, which is a bit of a rare one. So then we have just 2 more shelves to go at the bottom of these shelves, and that is the Encyclopedias at the bottom. We've got the Complete Star Wars Encyclopedia, panel to panel, the Comics Companion, the Art of Star Wars trilogy, which does The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi as well. Fun books. The Essential Atlas, The Essential Guide to Warfare. Here's my West End game stuff. We've got the role-playing game, the Star Wars source book, and then we've got the Planets Collection, Goroth, Slave of the Empire, Galaxy Guide 4 and Galaxy Guide 7, Alien Encounters. Then we have the Essential Chronology, the Essential Guide to Characters, the Essential Guide to Weapons and Technology, the Essential Guide to Vehicles and Vessels. We have a printed Boba Fett, A Practical Man, a failed attempt to print it, but it's kind of sized like this. We have Lifebook's George Lucas documentary biography special. We have the Vader Ultimate Guide in here that I got signed by Abel G. Pena. We have 2 Ewoks picture books that are so big that they can only fit on these shelves, with a adaptation of the Ewoks movie, and then a completely original story with Wicket Goes Fishing. The New Essential Guide to Characters, the New Essential Chronology. Then we have the visual dictionaries, the full set. Episode 1, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and the visual dictionary of the original trilogy. In here we've got some RPG stuff from the UK, and a short story from the UK, magazine. All of these are Star Wars RPG stuff. Galaxy magazines, the full run, all 13. I have some Insider mags, but they're not on this shelf right now. I have 5 or 6 of those. I have some single issues for series such as Rebellion, Shadowstalker, Knight Errant. I think I have some Empire ones, some original Marvel run, Invasion. I think I have most of Invasion, the almost full run. Jedi Academy Leviathan. I think I've got some Tales of the Jedi on this shelf. I've got Ewoks. I think I have a Droids issue. Some cool stuff there. Star Wars Annual 2009. I want to get the full set, which would be 2005 to 2013. That'll pad out the shelves, and I think they look really cool. Monsters and Aliens from George Lucas. Then the Essential Guide to Planets and Moons. My only Fantasy Flight Games volume so far, Edge of the Empire, Lords of Nal Hutta. The Star Wars Masterpiece Collection. The Essential Reader's Companion, Star Wars Character Encyclopedia, Clone Wars Character Encyclopedia, one of Matt Wilkins' Tales from the Galaxy volumes. I've got the other 3 upstairs. Noah's Ultimate Chronology, Star Wars Memories by Craig Miller. We've got Tag and Bink in here, the non-canonical graphic novel. We've got Lightsider Essential Legends Collection version. I'd like to get some other ELCs to put on the shelves because I really do think the spines look cool, if not the cover art. We have Abel G. Pinion's book. We have Trevor Davies' fan Star Wars timeline. Book of Sith. The classic newspaper strips Black and White Volume 1, which is the same as the newspaper strips Volume 1 here, but those are in color. These are in black and white. The Journal of Master Nostaral, those papers over there that I was showing you about are from. We have Jedi Quest, hardcover, Book 1, The Path to Truth. Legacy of the Jedi, Secrets of the Jedi, and Jedi Prince, collecting the first 3 of those books. And then we have a Star Wars VHS collection, as well as a Star Wars documentary about the making of it, called From Star Wars to Jedi. And then we have 2 lightsabers over here. We have Darth Maul's VFX lightsaber, and we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's. So, there you have it. These are what the shelves are looking right now. I have a ton of stuff that I've ordered that hasn't arrived yet that will make this video out of date in the next couple days and weeks. Sorry for switching the angle there, but my phone died, so got a cord. So this is what the shelves are looking like right now. And basically I've spent really all of my time and efforts assembling this over the last 7 years now. I started collecting in 2017. The first pieces I got were Scourge, this copy right here, in 2017, followed by these 3 right here, Twilight, Darkness, and Rite of Passage. Well, that's not true, actually. First I got Clone Wars Volume 3 and General Grievous, and then I got those 3 right there. Then after that I got Death Troopers, and Maul Lockdown, and the Thrawn trilogy, then Dawn of the Jedi, Old Republic Deceived, Red Harvest, and then from there I got pretty much all of Bantam, Young Jedi Knights, New Jedi Order, and then started to get source books as well, and it blossomed into this. And this is a time-consuming hobby, but I don't have everything yet. I'm still a long way off a complete collection. You know, I'll be striving for it, but I've got a long way to go. Tons of just nitty-gritty stuff still to find, which is just so fun. And as long as there's still stuff to find, I'm going to be one happy camper, because I just have loved the search, loved trying to assemble all of this, going to bookstores now and looking for Star Wars books and seeing that I have almost everything on the shelves usually is just kind of fun. So it's a fun hobby. Everyone has their own collection. Some are way bigger than mine, some are a bit smaller, some are about the same, but all of our collections are so super cool. And it's just been a really fun journey to get the collection to where it's at now, to see it evolve and change over time, to see it organized differently. It's just really cool. and it's just a hobby I enjoy. This is just 7 years of my life of looking for some of this stuff and just delighting in reading it, delighting in finding it. So it's just really fun, and I'm excited to continue collecting. And to all of you watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel, and we'll see you next year in January of 2025 for the update. I have no idea what this will all be looking like then. I'll be almost in college. Might not be by the collection most of the time. Like, collecting might have slowed down. It might have sped up. I don't know what it'll look like. How many of these shelves will be filled. I don't know what the collection will look like then, but I'm excited to find out. January of 2025, we'll have our next collection update. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.